Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today because we have some very exciting General Hospital news to talk about, and it's definitely worth the wait. You know, I was just sitting here with my coffee this morning when I saw this little piece of news that put a big smile on my face. Looks like Lindsay Hartley might be heading back to General Hospital. Let me tell you, that got this old heart of mine feeling all warm and hopeful. Now, for those of us who've been watching General Hospital for years, Lindsay's name isn't new. She stepped in a few times to play Sam McCall when Kelly Monaco needed a break, especially during those tough COVID years. She did a real fine job too. Some folks barely noticed a switch because she fit right in. And now word is the producers might be thinking about bringing Sam back, maybe even pulling her out of that Gone Forever storyline. If they do it, I sure hope they call Lindsay again. I've always liked Sam. She's tough but has a good heart, the kind of woman who's been through a lot but still keeps fighting for her family. At our age, we understand those kinds of stories, don't we? Life ain't always easy, but love and second chances make it worth it. That's why I'm kind of rooting for Lindsay to come back. She knows the character, she respects the show, and she brings something real warm to the role. Of course, not everybody feels the same. I saw some comments online saying maybe we don't need Sam back at all. One person even wrote that there are already enough women in that age range on the show. Well, I don't know about all that. To me, General Hospital has always been about family, love, heartbreak, and coming back home. If Sam can come back and bring some more of that good drama, I'm all for it. I'll be honest with you, I'd love to see Lindsay get a real chance to shine in the role, not just fill in. She's got the talent, and Lord knows we've all watched this show long enough to deserve a few happy surprises now and then. What do you think, friends? Would you like to see Sam McCall back on our screens? You know, even after all this time, my heart still feels a little heavy when I think back to what happened with Kelly Monaco and her character Sam McCall on General Hospital. That woman had been part of the show for more than 20 years, playing one of the most beloved and strongest characters we've ever seen. Sam wasn't just another pretty face on the screen. She was tough as nails, but had the biggest heart, always fighting for her kids and the people she loved. So when the news came out in the fall of 2024 that Kelly was leaving and they were writing Sam out, it hit a lot of us longtime fans like a ton of bricks. They ended her story in such a sad, sudden way. Sam passed away from some kind of heart complication right there on screen. I remember watching that episode sitting in my favorite chair with my coffee getting cold, just staring at the TV thinking, this can't be how it ends for her. It felt too final, too cruel almost. After everything Sam had been through over the years, the danger, the heartbreak, the love stories, raising her children, to lose her like that, well, it just didn't sit right with many of us. The reaction from fans was something else, I'll tell you that. People were shocked, angry, and heartbroken all at the same time. Social media lit up with disappointment. Fans who had followed Kelly and Sam for decades were posting memories, sharing how much the character meant to them, and straight up asking the producers to reconsider. Some even started petitions and wrote letters to the show, begging them not to let Sam go. It was clear that Sam had become like family to so many of us watching at home every day. Even now, almost 2 years later, the love and loyalty haven't faded. You still see fans talking about it online, hoping for a miracle. They keep wondering if the writers might bring Sam back somehow, maybe say it was all a mistake at the hospital, or that she somehow survived against the odds. That's why every little rumor gets people so excited. We've seen characters come back from the dead before on General Hospital, and Lord knows we'd all cheer if they found a way to do it again. At our age, we understand how precious second chances are. We've lived long enough to know that good stories, just like good people, deserve to stick around a little longer. Sam still had so much life left in her, watching her children grow up, finding peace after all those stormy years, maybe even finding real happiness again. Taking her away so suddenly left a big empty spot on the show that a lot of us still feel. That's why this latest buzz about Lindsay Hartley possibly stepping back into the role has me feeling hopeful again. If Kelly can't or won't return, maybe Lindsay, who already knows the character so well from filling in before, could keep Sam's spirit alive. Either way, I just want to see that strong, caring woman back on my screen where she belongs. We've invested too many years with her to say goodbye forever. You know, the big question on so many of our minds these days is simple. Will Sam McCall ever come back to General Hospital? After everything that happened with Kelly Monaco's departure, it feels like the show left a big hole in our afternoons, and a lot of us are still hoping they'll find a way to fill it. I've been reading all the different opinions floating around, and let me tell you, folks have some strong feelings about this. Some people think the show should stop bringing back older characters and focus on bringing in more young blood instead. One critic even said, I want to see them focus on recruiting more young people rather than extending the bloated old cast. Ouch. That one stung a little because I've been watching for so many years, and I still believe there's plenty of room for the characters we've grown to love. Then there are the real diehard fans who don't want anyone else touching the role. I saw one comment that made me chuckle and nod at the same time. I will stop watching. No one else can play Sam. That would be as bad as when Greg Vaughn played Lucky. No. Lord, that person was fired up. It just shows how much Sam meant to people. Kelly made that character her own for over 20 years, so it's understandable that some folks feel nobody could ever replace her, but not everyone feels that way. I came across a nicer comment the other day that really got me thinking. Someone wrote, I really like her as Sam. I don't think we need to bring Sam back, but maybe a new character for her would be more interesting. I like her more than some of the current characters. Now that's interesting. It made me realize that even if they don't revive Sam, it might be nice to see Lindsay Hartley return in a fresh new role. She's got real talent and warmth that lights up the screen. As for me, I'm still hoping they find a smart way to bring Sam back somehow. Whether it's Kelly or Lindsay stepping in, I miss that tough but tender spirit she brought to the show. At our age, we've seen enough endings in real life. It's comforting when our favorite stories give us second chances and happy surprises. In the end, it's going to be really interesting to see what the producers decide to do. Will they listen to the fans who want Sam back or go in a completely new direction? Only time will tell. One thing's for sure, us loyal viewers will keep tuning in every single day, just like we always have, waiting to see what happens next on General Hospital. That's the magic of this show, isn't it? It keeps us coming back, hoping for good things. We all miss Kelly and the fire she brought to the show. Sam's death hit so many of us hard because it felt too sudden and too final. But if they brought Kelly back as Livy, we could still enjoy her talent every day without messing up what already happened to Sam. It's a clever idea, and it feels like the answer was right there under our noses the whole time. What makes it even more special is that this year marks the 25th anniversary of Kelly's first day on daytime television. She spent 3 years on Port Charles before moving over to General Hospital. Bringing her back now would feel like a full circle moment, like the show is saying thank you for all those years of great performances. I remember how blindsided she was when they wrote Sam out. She even called it retaliation, though she never explained exactly what she meant. It just didn't feel right, and a lot of us fans agreed. At our age, we've seen enough unfair goodbyes in life. That's why I'm really hoping the producers think about this. It would be such a joy to see Kelly back on our screens again, whether she's playing Livy or somehow finding her way into a new story. She's got that warmth and strength that lights up the whole show. We've followed her for so many years. She deserves a happier ending than the one they gave Sam. I don't know what's going to happen, but I sure am keeping my fingers crossed. General Hospital has always been good at giving us second chances and surprising us when we least expect it. Here's hoping they do right by Kelly and by all of us who've been watching faithfully for decades.